Let's talk about the reality of being a content creator. Oh boy, this has been an overwhelming topic in my life lately, and I felt compelled to talk about just the reality of what I go through with being a content creator, because I want to be transparent on here and I want to try to be as relatable as possible. And I hope if other influencers end up listening to this, I hope that there's some sort of relatability here. If you are aiming to do social media full time, you have to make this a part of your lifestyle. That means like when you're at events or fun functions with family and friends, like, you know, it does require you to kind of step outside your comfort zone and to film in very uncomfortable settings. The reality is there's a ton of influencers on the internet that make a lot of money, and those are, in my opinion, the influencers that get pushed out the most. And for someone like myself that started more into the fitness community, it honestly is still taking me time to kind of make the transition from just doing fitness content and doing now a mixture of fitness and lifestyle content. The money aspect of all of this is not consistent, and it's constantly fluctuating, especially if you are not in the like 0.1% tile of people that you constantly see on your For You page. Social media just isn't fair, and I think it's very important to make that known before you are committing your entire lifestyle and yourself to doing this as a full-time thing. There really is no way to control where your followers are coming from. It's honestly simply out of your control, in my opinion. And sometimes brands will not want to work with you or the specific influencer because maybe their statistics are shit. I don't know. Like, I genuinely have more male followers than I do women, and sometimes when it comes to brand deals, like, that really hurts me. Or the fact that my content is bigger in other countries, sometimes that affects me as well. And I'm just speaking from my own experience. I'm just talking about myself. Companies typically want a return of investment on, you know, the advertisement that they're having the influencer do. So for example, you know, if they're pushing a product, they want to, you know, have you promote the link typically, and they want to make sure that, you know, if they want to do a deal with you again, that you're actually going to bring them sales. Now, in my opinion, I don't think every influencer is a salesperson. Like, I don't think I am the best salesperson. I can sell you something, but like that doesn't guarantee a return of investment. And I'm just being transparent and honest because, again, I went from doing fitness content full time to transferring over into doing more makeup content and trying to be a little bit more of a relatable person. And so it's taken me some time to kind of build this end up. From my perspective, it's very challenging to post content on every single app that there is. Like, I'm currently doing that now, and I do Snapchat, I do Twitter, I do Instagram, I do Facebook, I do TikTok. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. And I have help. Like, I have Lucas helping me, you know, post and edit and help, you know, film me at the gym and stuff. But this is like a full-time lifestyle commitment. And if him and I were not both committed as much as we are, this would not be shit, honestly. And like, we still struggle with this lifestyle. You know, like, one month you can make $20,000, let's just say, and then the next month you can make $5,000. And it's like, you have to kind of constantly push yourself to, you know, sometimes do things when you don't want to do them, and then everyone's like, oh, we'll take a break. But like, sometimes, you know, your bills need to get paid, and sometimes like there just isn't time for, you know, to take a break. I also think that people really like to follow content that they can relate to, and it's hard I would say it's challenging as the influencer to judge whether your content is good or not based on the engagement that you get on social media. Like, sometimes I could think that, you know, my post deserves a little bit more interaction, but, you know, it's like, is that coming from a place of like, I see everybody else's content and that's why I think that? Or am I thinking that because of the effort that I gave to that, specific thing that I posted. And then that's where, I feel that way. I'm not sure. Maybe it's both. The reality is social media is not easy for everyone. And I think that we see a lot of people on the internet, getting all these views and, doing the thing. And like, that's super great. And everybody has potential to grow more and to expand their pages and also their content. But the reality is you post content and you don't know how it's going to show up for other people. In full transparency, I've always struggled with women. Like, maybe for women, like, I come off as intimidating, or I'm not sure. I try to be a lot more relatable than I once did. But again, like, I'm not in control of how women see me, how men see me. Being a full-time content creator means that you're really not in control of a lot. And you have to just kind of take your L's with your W's, and you have to be appreciative for having support of any kind, which I'm very grateful to have. I just sometimes wish people would come on the internet more often and actually talk about how hard it is to sustain being a full-time content creator. In my opinion, if you're somebody that lacks patience and you are expecting some sort of immediate gratification, I do not recommend trying to become a full-time social media influencer. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.